All right. What's going on, everyone? This is Courtney Rollins back at you here from the Aqua Team for our Thursday sales training. This week, I actually started jumping on Facebook and Instagram Live to do live cold calls. But every Thursday is where we sit down and actually go over sales techniques and practices to help us get better. Kobe Bryant is one of my, well, actually his approach towards the game and towards things in his life really has been inspiration to so many people, and it definitely plays out when it comes to doing the work we have here, you know. And so we try to put in the work, to do the work. And so today, what I want to do, I want to share my screen. I do have a couple members on the team up here. They join us all the time, and I'm going to share with them a couple of the techniques, and we'll rock and roll. You guys doing okay though? It's hard for me not to ask you if you're doing okay. It's just like, it's just rude. Are y'all all right? Y'all doing all right?
Yeah, I'm doing great, brother.
Good. I'm glad. All right, so let's share. I'm gonna share my screen and share what I have for you. You know, they say, you know, Banksy says that I think he might have said, or he might have stole it from someone, but he says that good create and geniuses steal, or something like that. So I'm butchering his statement, but what I'm saying is that today we're going to focus on some tips and strategies that I got directly from listening to one of my favorite influencers out there in the real estate investing world, Steve Train. This guy doesn't even know me, but I listen to his podcast religiously. Real Estate Disruptors, one of the best out there. Check out their mission. Their mission is to create over 100 millionaires. And I could almost like repeat his tagline because I listen to his stuff so much. And they give out so much great content. And so a couple of weeks ago, he, on one of his podcasts, he replayed a video of him making cold calls at what they call the Closer Olympics. So some of the best cold callers across the nation have started this Closer Olympics, where they'll sit down for a certain amount of time, they get judged and everything. And it's pretty awesome because you get to see some of the top sales trainers and wholesalers out there live in action, locking up deals. And the judges are tight and tough. Steve was a judge, but he also was a participant. So listening to it, we pull so many nuggets from it. I just wanted to just going to go over them. And then at the end, we'll do a little bit of role playing. And then I'm going to start making live calls, and my team will have to jump off and make live calls. So hopefully that's awesome for folks. If you're on Instagram live, I'll just say it out loud, the phrases, and go over why I think those are powerful and important. All right. So first one that and there's no particular order, was really literally pulling quotes. One is, I'm just trying to figure out where we went wrong. So this is awesome. My man, Greg, you're the acquisition manager, so you're going to be doing a lot of follow-ups. So is Rachel when she gets leads coming in. But this is a great phrase to use when you're doing follow-ups. Like, you know, hey, seller, Mr. Seller, or hey, John, calling about blah, 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 street. Yeah, I see you're speaking to Greg earlier. I'm just trying to figure out where we went wrong. Right, so that will open the door to them revealing, sharing, you know, maybe deal breakers, motivation, or it's just a way to get the conversation started. So please, G Money, think about or make sure you're integrating that opening, you know, after you do the pattern disruption. Or another one is apparently he did not give. Oh, sorry.
Is that one only for when you already see a different team member has interacted with that person?
Yeah. Now there's sometimes, especially if it's a lead I haven't spoke to in a while, I'll actually, I mean, I don't do it on purpose, but sometimes yeah, you can do it that way, but you could also configure it where it's like, hey, I called you back in September and I know we didn't work on this, and I was just thinking about
okay.
You know, so it's just like modified. I don't think it's like specific to somebody else. He just was actually calling other people's leads. So he knows,
Okay.
Oh, you talked to Amy in their CRM. But good question.
Thank you for that insight.
Yeah. Apparently he did not give a satisfactory, he or we did not give a satisfactory offer. And then silence, so they can fill in the space. That's dope. It's like, no, I didn't, or there's one about, you know, then they'll reveal more, you know, just reveal more. Oh, I love this one. Hold up a minute. This is a great way to take back control of the conversation, especially if you have like a driver. Now you want the drivers to drive. You want your sellers and drivers to drive and to win, because I mean, you're not in there to why fight folks like that? But hold up a minute, gives an opportunity for you not to sound so salesman. It gives you opportunity to catch up on something you're trying to think about and to, be actively listening so you can, reframe or reverse or do whatever you need to do to go lead down the path. But hold up a minute. Like I just like the way he said that. And I'm just listening. I just want to share with you all. And I think it goes straight with hold up a minute. Let me take a step back. So especially you get these folks, y'all trying to lowball me or this or they're just really ruining it. I'm sorry, Mr. Let me just take a step back. I just want to make sure that we're on the same page here. Or let me make sure I understand what you're saying. Excellent phrase. You say I want to make sure I understand what you're saying. Like human beings want to be heard and understood. So being able to share that is reality one, but it also allows the seller to know that you are actively listening to them. And again, gives you space and time to reset. And then you repeat what they're saying. That's active listening 101. Yeah. What you think about these, G? Oh, I got you on mute.
Yeah, sorry. I think that it will work, man. We've been working on this, so it's kind of like rehearsing what we've been talking about, how to have these calls in distress, and people that we haven't talked to in a while, or something that we had a deal that just didn't fall through. So figuring out how to get the buyer or the seller to be a more active seller again, or a motivated seller again. These are pretty good ways, man.
I dig it, man. We're gonna definitely incorporate them and add it to our script and our tool belt. Here's some more that play right well with there. So again, it's active listening. So you're telling me that blank, but so why didn't you? So this is like, I forget the actual term for it. I don't know if it's mismatch. I don't want to misquote, but especially when you're hearing the seller say one thing, but reality is saying something else. Or, oh, sorry, Instagram Live, y'all are taking you off a ride. Or it could also, it could work very well if you are mislabeling on purpose, where you're like, the seller wants a short closing. So you might say, well, it sounds like you're looking for a longer close. So they be like, no, actually, so they can reveal more of what they need so you can see if we can match up their needs. Or it's really legit when you're like, wait a second. Oh, so you're telling me that you're looking for a quick close, but you have a tenant in there that's not paying. So how do you expect someone to, how is someone going to, how do you expect someone to take over a property that has a non-paying tenant, or how does that work? This is like helping condition and help set the reality of to the seller that, hey, really, if we're going to take on this challenge with the deal with foreclosures and evictions, not foreclosures, but evictions, we're going to need to hedge our investment so that we're not walking away or walking into a deal where we're losing money, because that's not what we're here for. So you can use that for many different things. This is one that G Money uses a lot. Well, haven't you sold it yet? Just silent. Well, haven't sold yet. You'll reveal a lot. All this is about revealing. Now, what's this? Homeowners that we talk to want to know how much. Oh, I love this. Third party. I forget the name of it, but using third party point to like edify or to set the stage or a condition. So, homeowners we talk to usually want to ask, they want to know how much money we can get, or how much money they can get. Oh, wait, let's look, my notes are terrible right there. So let me restate that for everyone out there. So basically, like, homeowners that we normally talk to normally are asking ... So basically, if you're trying to overcome an objective or set the stage for something, that's how you would address that. Now, point of, not contention, but point to note. How do I say this? Please try to fight the tendency to give up too much information. Don't answer questions that aren't there. If that makes sense, because it can confuse a mind, and a confused mind normally says no. So especially if you're new out there and like you're learning all this stuff, and I don't know, I was, and sometimes I'm still like that, where I'm like, ooh, I get to talk about this or say this because I actually, I know this stuff, so I want to be able to share it. But it's like, it's not about me and me, blah, 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 talking and using all this jargon or answering questions or open doors or showing how cool I know about this or that can just add more confusion. So you only need to respond to the pain that you've been able to reveal through the conversations or the problem that you revealed through your conversations with them. And I mean, there are slight exceptions, but for instance, if I'm doing a sub 2 deal, I will use Pace Morby's phrase. It's like, Mr. Seller, can I tell you something that I think you should be asking me? Now that's an exception. And then I'll go over like the due on sales clause or something like that, because that's a way of building rapport. So it's like two reverse techniques on one end. Make sure you're not answering questions that aren't asked. And the other end, there may be times where you're setting up the stage so that you can, build rapport and connect and lead the seller down the path. All right. I like this last one too. Now, if I can give you what you want, are you able to work with us on the price? That's a good one, G, especially when we're like playing good cop, bad cop, and we're because I'm always going back to you all to talk about the deals. Like, I'm like, you listen to the calls, Rachel's like, yeah. All right, so if I can get, and I'll even say Rachel's name and Shanita's name sometimes. Like, all right, if I can get Rachel and Shanita to approve this, get you what you want. Is there any room on price? Or are you able to, can I tell them that you're flexible on price? All right, cool. Let me go back and see if I can get this done. And it can be something that we naturally do, like pay all closing costs. And if that's what they want, then I need to be able to help them know that they were able to achieve that. Now that's not, I don't think it's being slick or being whatever. It's actually, we're appealing to human psychology. People don't like to be sold to. People don't like to be sold to, but they do like to buy. So if I'm already spilling all my candy, like they say in the lobby, or giving all the benefits out before it's even something that they that they are asking for, then it doesn't have as much weight as opposed to me connecting it to their pain or to the issue. All right, we got one more, and then we're gonna put G Money on the spot. Rachel, I don't know how your voice is, but we might put you, but we'll leave it up to you. I know you have a lot. You're still recovering over there. Oh, we got my homeboy Comedic Capital up in the spot, place to be. Oh, my man Dwayne up in the spot, up in the Instagram world. Good to be a Tar Heel. All right, so I think that one also. So I literally was listening to the podcast, taking notes, and so this sounds like another call where he called the seller. Hey, it looks like Greg talked to you on February 1st. I'm just trying to figure out what happened. I love it. What's up, Darren White? Comedic Capital. Yo, y'all to check them out, man. They're going on Instagram. They're putting out great stuff out there in Baltimore, helping people figure out how to do this and make money in real estate and build generational wealth. They're acquiring tons of properties and are awesome at rehabbing and putting it out there. So if you're looking for folks to teach you strategies on the flip game, Comedic Capital. Go holler at Ashley and Darian. All right. So here's the next one. All right. So questions that paint the reality for the seller. So if a seller is like, just has this out, you can tell the seller is thinking about fixing it up, but maybe not necessarily have the skills to do so, or even the budget or stuff to do so. Questions like, so what is your rehab budget for the repairs? Or if you're telling it that we base our offers on the market value, so Mr. Seller, you say you want 100K for your property. The one next door looks like it sold for 40K, and it looks pretty fixed up. Is yours in the same condition? Okay, so how'd you come at 100K if there's a big difference right there, So helping them paint the reality of what it is. Oh, and then like there's some. Oh, sorry.
No, sorry, I like that. I like that one.
Yeah. I can see you being really good at that, like just painting the picture. Rachel got that. My sister Kiyomi has this skill too, where they can tell you about yourself with a smile on your face, and then you realize, oh, I just got told about myself, But it's a skill that she definitely has. So why haven't you signed? Why haven't you signed? Well, I haven't got the right offer. Well, what is the right offer? I love that one. I love that one. Why haven't you signed? Because I haven't got the right offer, or haven't this or whatever. Okay, well, what is the right offer? So much of this is not about what you say, it's how you say it, Because I was like, well, what is the right offer? Oh, what's the right offer? Like sometimes I hear myself and I think I need to sound a little more assertive in my conversations with folks, so that I can exude, or I don't even know the word I'm looking for, so that I can garner confidence and certainty for them. That's what I'm saying. Oh, and the last one, I don't know if it was a technique for him or not, but I don't know if he got surprised, but he was answering the call. Someone answered, and he was like, "Oh, Greg." I just like the way he did that. It was different from, "Oh, Greg. Oh, Greg." Like, "Oh,
Okay.
Greg. Oh, Rachel. Hey, oh, Rachel. Hey, what's up? It's Courtney." Yeah, yeah. It's like really talking about pattern disruption. It doesn't sound like the, "Hi, I'm calling you about your your extended warranty." You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Well, there it is. Those are some of the techniques, or not techniques, but phrases that I heard directly from Steve Train. Real estate disruptors. I forget the other things he had, but find him. He's all over the place. You definitely, if you're listening to me, I know you know Steve Train, because you probably should be listening to Steve Train way more than that. I don't know how to finish that sentence. I don't want to finish that sentence because it didn't sound like I started talking. I was like, wait a second, that didn't sound.
It's like, uh-oh, I dug a hole. I want to jump right out of it.
I'll jump right into it. But yo, how you feeling though? You feeling all right out there? You want to try to do some role plays?
Oh yeah, let's go. Let's try.
All right, let's go. Now, G has been on with us a couple of months, and he's growing every day and getting stronger and stronger. He talks to any and everybody. That's one of the reasons I was highly recruiting and seeking after this guy. And obviously, he's with us. So if we have any, what we usually do is go about 3 or 4 minutes and cut it off, and then we critique and give each other feedback. Yeah, so that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna try it out here.
So which do you prefer first? Let me be the seller.
You want to be the seller?
Mm-hmm.
All right, brother. Rachel, you want to jump in, or I can jump in? It doesn't matter.
Sure. I just, slight disclaimer, there's probably background noise.
All right, cool. I'm gonna mute myself and let you all jump. Go ahead.
Ring, ring.
Hello.
Hello, Greg.
Yes. Who is this?
Hey, it's Rachel. I'm calling from Aqua Team Properties about your home at 11 West Main Street. Is now a bad time for you?
No, go ahead. You sound like you got a baby in the background.
I do. Very keen ears. Literally sitting on top of my shoulder.
Okay. But yeah, go ahead. What's up?
I was wondering if you were looking to sell that property there.
Yeah, I've been thinking about it.
Thinking about it. What's keeping the thoughts from becoming action?
I mean, you tell me why you called me.
Hey, Mom.
I called you because I'm wondering if your home is still on the market. I can't sign the papers for you. Why haven't you signed?
Well, nobody really called me for the property. You're the first person to call me, so that's what I'm trying to figure out. I didn't even know my place was for sale, but now you call me. Let's figure this out. Go ahead, keep talking to me.
Okay. Well, as I said, I'm with Aqua Team Properties. We're home buyers in the area, and we are interested in the area that your home is. I'm going to ask you a few questions real quick about condition and everything, and then we'll see where we go from there. How's that sound to you?
All right, that sounds pretty cool.
Okay, so it's the information I have, it's not much, but it says 3 bedrooms, 2 baths.
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay. If you were to put the home on the market today, like what were some things that would need to be fixed? Like, is there anything in there that might need a little overhaul?
No, I actually kept my house up. I'm a responsible man. I have to make sure my stuff is taken care of. The taxes are up. Actually, I own the house. I don't owe.
That's what's up.
I don't have a mortgage on the house. I just got a new roof on it, maybe last year or the year before.
Okay.
HVAC is working. It's hardwood floor. I actually took all the carpet out, so everything's hardwood floor. I have a stainless steel appliance.
Hey, that's great. Are you currently residing there?
Nope.
Oh, so you're renting it?
Nope.
So you've got what sounds like a lovely home sitting there not making you money.
Yeah, I just got money, so it's just sitting there.
You just got money. Well, first of all, okay, excuse
I
me.
really don't
Um,
need to sell the house. So if you give me a good offer, I might buy it. I mean, I might sell it.
okay, well, what is a good offer?
Well, I want what I put in at least. And I see I bought the house. I bought the house 15 years ago, and I already
Hmm.
put in about $100,000. Can you give me at least 100?
I mean, that depends on a few things. Do you think that if you sold it, like put it on the market right now, do you think you would get 100 for it?
Man, I'm sure if I put it on the market right now, I can get more than 100 for it.
Okay, well, that's great, especially since considering you had never thought about selling it before.
Thing
Okay,
is, thing is, I ain't desperate. So I mean, you gotta make me, you know, you want to buy my house, you gotta make me want to sell it.
okay, or rather, I could present to you an offer that would be mutually beneficial. I mean, I don't have to make you want to sell it.
Okay. Well, you clearly you're not serious. Well, when you serious, you give me a call back. All right. Have a good day.
All right, I'm gonna call you tomorrow, Gregory.
All right. Sounds good. If
All
you don't give
right.
me no offer,
All
then
right.
I ain't answering no phone.
Okay, well, I didn't say I wasn't gonna give you an offer. You
All
must
right,
have
let's
assumed I
let's let's
wasn't.
pause it right there, folks. Thank y'all very much. Y'all have these rolling over here. This is crazy. I'm the
Now
same
we're
time,
just
man.
acting like ourselves too much. It's like impossible.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys
But
know each other well, but there are calls like this, though. I don't think
I,
I was about to say it's not too unrealistic, to be honest.
I've had a call like that.
Yeah, there's
So
some sellers who. Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
I've had a call like that. So I try to play out a call that I've actually had or something similar to what I've had.
Okay.
How did it feel, Rachel?
Um. So good.
Yeah, yeah. You got any
Yeah.
I got the notes.
I have a few suggestions. If you are, so I don't think you got to remember we are problem solvers. So we're not necessarily trying to buy a house, right? We're trying to
Um,
solve a problem, right? Is that right? Is
I
that
hear
like,
you, D, but for our mindset, we're trying to solve a problem. But we're up there on the phone because I want to buy your house. I'm not up there to give you an offer. I'm not
Mhm.
up there to. I mean, I'll help you out in any way I can, but I'm not. I need to buy a house, so I like that she was like, "I'm trying to buy a house. It's gonna be yours or somebody else's." Now,
Okay.
her approach to like how I buy the house is like solving problems.
Mhm. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I got some couple of notes too, and if you think of some more, Rachel and Greg, please share. But I think you did a really nice job of setting the stage, going back and we have a script, but it's obvious that Rachel has internalized the flow of the script because it came off so natural. But you set the stage nicely, telling me, well, what I do, I'm going to ask you a few questions. I'm going to blah blah blah. Does that sound like it worked? You got confirmation. That was awesome. I think you were asking too many yes or no questions, but I don't know if it was like if it was your if you were moving somewhere. Like you asked all right, I have some notes on here. It's a 3-bed, 2-bath, and that's basically yes or no.
Okay.
But but I didn't know if you were setting something up there. But yeah, there are a few yes or no's, and we want to try to ask more open ended.
Absolutely. Okay.
What needs to be fixed and all that was very very good. I like that technique. I'm gonna start adding that more. Affirming statements like that's what's up when you hear about home ownership and okay, because we want to sound like it's a conversation, and to do that we have to have those either nonverbal or verbal like cues to show that we're paying attention. Oh, that's what's up. Cool. Oh, all right. Are you currently residing there? What's a good offer? Oh, I like that. I like that reversal. G's trying to bring it to you. Nice, Greg. And then you're like, well, what's a good offer? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I like that. And you guys got real playful at the end, which again could happen on conversations. It has happened to me before. I think at some point, yeah, you can like. I think you were going that direction and be like, okay, well, if you're not, I can't convince you to buy. We can't convince anybody to sell the property. We're not trying to convince anybody. So like, it's a waste of our time. So if you're not interested in selling, I don't want to waste your time. Yeah, I think that's where that conversation might have went. But at the same time, the way it ended, it sounded like, if you go back to them, you have an offer presentation and all y'all are building reports. So y'all sounded friendly, but for some of our sellers, remember, we're not trying to convince them to sell their property. Either like we're trying to show that we are the ones that can solve your problem, and therefore we'll get the contract.
Right. That's where I was getting to.
Yeah.
That's where I was getting to. I'm not trying to buy your property. I mean, we're solving your situation. You don't have a problem. You don't have a problem. All right. Well, a solution that we can offer, or a suggestion we can offer, is put it on MLS. If you don't want to put it on MLS, keep it.
Right, or something. Yeah, exactly. So exactly. We're thinking as problem solvers. Exactly, brother. All right, man. You want to give this a try, homie?
We can, or we can. It's 5 o'clock.
It is 5 o'clock. You don't get a gun on the. Well, we role play every morning at 8:30. Me and G. But all right, G, you got off the hook for this one. But I'm about to wrap this puppy up on this end. I'm actually about to jump back on Facebook Live. I've been doing calls, like I said, this week, and I'm going to continue to do that because it's like the folks on Facebook and Instagram, like it's like company, and it helps me feel like I'm talking to somebody and I can get it right. Because this thing is a grind. I ain't gonna front. They ain't no anybody tell you they love making calls. They are unique people.
Yep. Well, I like making calls.
You are unique, yeah. Case in point.
Yeah. Hey, I like, you know, and it's funny thing, I don't even like talking on the phone, but I like
me either. I don't like talking on the phone either. And I said all day calling.
But yeah, if my dog wasn't begging me to go to the bathroom, I would I'd do this call. But
hey, sweetie.
Hey, little buddy.
Hi.
How you doing?
How you doing, buddy?
You got a property interest in selling? You know
Are you selling
anybody?
any properties?
Yeah. Yeah. All right, family, Aqua Team. I'll holler at you all. Everybody in those worlds, y'all know we don't say follow, subscribe, like, all that stuff. If we have anything we can give, we give it. If you have any tips or techniques or strategies, or see something that we're doing, you're like, what the hell? Help us out. You know, we're not trying to act like we're the sage on the stage. Yeah. All right, wonderful folks. Rising tides.
Okay, guys. That was another fun one. Bye.
Fun. Peace.
Bye-bye.